Good afternoon. So I was taking notes like I said I was going to start doing. And as I was writing down one of the notes from today, I realized that this has happened before and I completely forgot about it. Like I said, I was at home and probably this was in January when this first happened. It's January, and I was at home alone. It was during the day. No one was expected to be around, nothing like that. I had been working outside, and I needed to leave and go to an appointment later. So I stopped what I was doing, and I took a shower. While I was in the shower, I heard very, very loud banging on the front door. Now, no one usually knocks like that, so I thought, this has got to be someone that I know, it's got to be family. For whatever reason, they forgot their keys, or they were trying to reach me on my phone and didn't get through. Any number of things were all rushing through my brain at the same time. And at this moment, I also thought, man, that's really loud, because not only was I in the shower, but I was in the shower, down the hall, past the bedroom, past the office, and into the bathroom. So for them to bang on the door and me to physically hear it the way that I did, it had to be very loud. And my front door is mainly glass. It's a very large door, and there's glass panels on either side, and then there's a glass look-through in the main part of it as well. So they were hitting on it very loud. I get out of the shower, I check my phone to see who or what. The house alarm is on, and I put my robe on and I go out through the bathroom, through the office, down the hall, and there's nobody at the front door. And I can see down the hall to the front door, and there's no one there. So I go and I look around, and I see no cars. I see no one walking down the street. I go and look in the driveway. There's no one parked in the driveway. The neighbors aren't home. I don't see anyone down the whole block, either direction. So I thought, well, that's weird that somebody was going to stop by the house and not call or text first. So it had to be someone on foot, and they had to not know me. But why would they knock on the door so loud? It caught me off guard. I was a little unnerved, but I went back and I finished getting ready. And then I left for my appointment, made sure the house alarm and everything was on, and I left. And as I was gone, I remembered New Year's Eve, not New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. That evening, I was at home alone. My child was with family. They had gone for an event, and they were staying at the grandparents' house, a big group of them. And I had gotten back the night before from this event, and I was at home alone. So New Year's Eve night, I decided I would go with friends of the family, and they were having just a dinner at their house, that kind of thing, with the kids and everything, nothing elaborate, just board games and hanging out. So since I was at home alone, I figured I would go. And New Year's Eve night, I'm getting ready, in the shower again, down the hall, past the bedroom, past the office, bathroom door closed, and there was extremely loud banging on the door that night. And I could hear it in the shower, just like this time. And it unnerved me so much that night, because it was late in the evening. No one was in town that I knew, excluding my friends who were all at their house, and I called them to see if maybe they came by. And it was just jarring, hearing it. And I made sure the house alarm was on. I would not leave my house after I got ready because I was still so nervous that there was somebody outside. And I don't usually get nervous, but this was the beginning of that feeling, and I completely forgot about this until I was taking these notes. And I remember that night now, and how I was really upset. The other thing about that night was it was pouring down rain. Just a downpour. When I was driving down the road to my friend's house, there was water coming up over the sides of the doors. It was just a huge torrential downpour. And it was kind of like a joke because I didn't fix my hair or anything. I just left it wet because I knew I was going out in the rain. And the fact that somebody was at my door New Year's Eve night, it was probably 8, 9 o'clock at night, and pounding on it the way that they were was very unsettling. I was the only person home. All the alarms are on. I checked all the windows, all the doors to see if someone had pulled in, somebody's walking around the house, something like that. Still, none of the neighbors are home. Nobody's parked in the streets. The street, as I said, it's pouring down rain New Year's Eve night, and the streets are flooded because where we live, they have terrible drainage issues. And there's really no reason for anybody to be at my door that night. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and I called my friend and I called her husband and I said, okay, I'm going to have you guys on the phone with me the whole time I'm driving because I'm very unnerved and uncomfortable. And I explained to them why. So the whole time which is not common for me. I'm usually fine with everything. Things don't usually bother me, but that night, I don't know why. The whole event, the whole atmosphere had dramatically changed. And I got in the car, and the whole time I was driving, oh my gosh, I keep remembering different things. This is so weird. I really had not thought about this the whole time. I can't believe I forgot about this. I'm driving and I get to their house. Again, it's late. I probably get there 10:30 because I had procrastinated so long, waiting around my house, not wanting to leave. And it's pouring down rain, and they live by an elementary school in a small neighborhood. I pull up in front of their house, and the rain's starting to stop. And at this point in time, I'm sitting in my car, and my brother had called me, so I was talking to him on the phone as I pulled up to their house. And this person, about a block away, steps out, and I can see them walking down the street. It's New Year's Eve night. It's been raining. The streets are pretty much flooded. I've already had someone banging on my door. It just didn't make any sense. The whole thing was peculiar. And I see this person in a hooded jacket walking down the street. They stand into the middle of the road. There's sidewalks on either side. We're in a small neighborhood. Nobody else is with me. No one else is outside. Everyone else is inside doing their activities and stuff. This person is standing in the middle of the road. And I remember telling my brother, I'm not getting out of the car. There's someone standing in the middle of the road staring at me. So you're going to stay on the phone with me the whole time until they leave. And he was kind of stunned. He said, what do you mean? And I explained what was going on. I explained what they were wearing. And I said, they're just staring down the block at me. There's nothing else. It's so strange. And I couldn't see their face. They had a hat and then a hoodie. So they had both on. They didn't look wet, which was weird. Which is what originally caught my attention. They get about halfway down the block, walking down the middle of the street, walking very slowly, and they just stop. And they just stand there. And they're staring at me, and this goes on for at least 2 minutes. 2 minutes of me sitting in my car with it turned off, watching them watch me. And there's one street lamp between the two of us. And I remember thinking, if they got into the light, could I see their face? Because they were just outside of the little circumference of the light. So they've got to know me. I mean, I'm always in this neighborhood. My child went to this school. I know most of the people around here. But why would they just stand there like a weirdo in the middle of the street, in the middle of the night, after it's rained, the roads are flooded? This is so strange. So uncomfortable. And I guess because I was already on edge, eventually, after about 3 more minutes, and I was about to leave, and I told my brother that. I was like, okay, I'm literally in front of their house. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm just going to leave. I'm not comfortable. I'm not getting out of the car. And he kind of laughed. He's like, sis, this is not a big deal. You're fine. I'm like, no, you don't understand. This is weird. And at that point in time, they started to walk off. I have no idea where they went, which is even more strange because I'd been watching them the whole time. And I guess I was looking for my keys or something. Like I said, it was dark. I'd been sitting there, so all the lights in the car had gone off and everything. And they were just gone. I don't know where they could have gone. They were in the middle of the street. It's not like there were trees behind to hide behind or anything like that. And I kind of watched for a while to see if they would poke out anywhere, but I didn't see them. And that's when my friend's husband came outside and said, hey, is everything okay? I said, good thing you're here. And I walked in with him. And I didn't see anything else the rest of the night or hear anything else. And I even went home and I was fine. But that was the beginning of the things happening weird. And I completely forgot about that until I started taking notes on some weird things that happened. Like the shower thing and the banging on the door, because it happened today. And then it rushed back all of these memories of all these other weird things that had happened. So, I feel out of breath. And overwhelmed because I can't believe I forgot that. That was so strange. So yeah, that was the beginning. And I'll slowly keep making more of these and keep everyone up to date. And hopefully they'll start making sense and I'll see a pattern and figure out who or what is doing this and what's going on. Alright, sorry for babbling. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.